Howdy everyone! Today we will be reading If You Were the Moon. But before we begin, I briefly want to explain why we're reading this book and what you will be looking for. First, I want you to observe and write down 3 new facts that you learned about the moon. Another goal you will have is to say and write down at least 2 words that you have not heard before. I would also like you to notice the difference between this book as a hybrid book and the scientific text about the moon which we read yesterday. Finally, you will practice making predictions or hypotheses based on the illustration pages. What predictions can you make about this book? I'll pause the presentation so we can have time to talk about it. Okay, those are all great predictions. Now let's look at Jamie Kim's illustrations. Based on these pictures, do you think this book is going to be a fiction book or a non-fiction book? Is there any question we can ask ourselves while reading? Right, we could ask if this can happen in real life. So let's get started. Hello up there, moon. I'm so tired. I wish I could do exactly nothing, just like you. But I do so many things, child. And if you were me, you would too. If you were the moon, you would. Wait, who is talking right here when the book says, but I do so many things? Can we all pause to think about who's talking? Yes, it's the moon. Let's keep on going. Hover near your mother. Scientists believe the moon was formed 4.5 billion years ago when a meteorite the size of Mars collided with the newly formed Earth. Rock from Earth and the meteorite splashed into space, and the moon was born. Does anyone remember what a meteorite is? Yes, a meteorite is a rock that crashed into a planet. Very good. Collided. Let's look at that new word and let's all say it together. Collided. Let's say it one more time. Collided. Collided means that an object or person crashed into another object or person. Now let's keep on going. Keep her in balance. The earth wobbles as it spins. The moon's gravity, the force that pulls other things closer, reaches out like a pair of invisible hands to steady the earth. Without the moon, the earth's wobble would be wilder. Extreme swings from scorching heat to frigid cold would destroy most life on our planet. Oh, frigid and scorching are new words. Can anyone tell me what they think frigid means? Extremely cold, even icy. That's right. Does anyone want to make a prediction at what scorching means? Yes, scorching means very hot, even withering. When the text says that the moon reaches out like a pair of invisible hands, do you think that the author actually means this? Who can tell me what we call this? A metaphor. Great work. Let's keep on going. Spin like a twilight ballerina. The moon spins on its invisible axis, making a full turn every 27 days. It also circles around the earth every 27 days. because it spins on its axis at the same time that it circles the Earth, we always face the same part of the moon. We call the side of the moon that never faces the Earth the dark side of the moon. Play dodgeball with space rocks. The moon would not be good at dodgeball because it doesn't get out of the way of the meteorites crashing into it. All these collisions have pounded the top layer of the moon's crust into gray powdery dust. Craters and dents pit its rocky surface. Can everyone take a second to remember what a crater is? A crater is a huge dent in planet or moon surface made by a meteorite. Can anyone make a prediction about what collision means based off of another word we just learned about? Yes, that's right. It means one object collided with another. Let's continue. Hide in the shadows. The moon goes through different phases as it orbits the Earth each month. When the moon is between the Earth and the sun, we can't see it because the sun's light is hitting the part of the moon that we're not facing. We call this a new moon. Tease the Earth, peekaboo! The moon appears to wax, emerge from darkness and grow into a full moon, and wane, shrink from full moon back into darkness every 29.5 days. The moon does not really grow and shrink. We just see different amounts of the moon depending on the location of the sun, moon, and Earth. Catch and throw, catch and throw. At night, the moon seems glow in the sky, but the moon is made of rock. Like the Earth, it does not create any light. Instead, the moon catches light from the sun and throws it toward Earth. With the 5 things that we've seen that the moon can do you think the story is almost over? Okay, those are some great predictions. And we'll find out what else the moon can do tomorrow. Now, who can tell me 3 new things that you've learned?